sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 10 logo. 54. Hey, watch the slap, watch the slap. Get it.
A play fake, now Greer to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 38, Greer. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And oh, Demaryius Thomas, what a catch there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know this.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. We go. 180. 57. Double dog. That's the way.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Tonight, like 20. Hold on. Check.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Like 20.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he will have the first down, but he winds up Taking a pretty good shot that time.
Let's go, let's go.
Tackle made right at midfield. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Broncos.
180. 56. Come on. You 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. It's complete to Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, gone. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
64.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Goff now looks to throw. And this is caught by Allen for a Denver touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Line 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Catch it. Hit it.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A gain of 9 brings up third.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Greer on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A second down run with Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Throwing on third down, Greer. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a first down throw. Gone. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. 54. Hey, pick your game up. Snap.
Now it's Greer off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Noah Spence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Looking deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, it's Greer. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Noah Spence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Greer. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, here's Greer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this 1st half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. You get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player, and they've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You go take. You got that right there.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the turnover, here's Greer. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down throw, Greer. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Greer on third down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking downfield for Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you, Total.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Jim.
Goff on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, kill.
Goff. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try again with Lewis. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, Alpha. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Switch. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Ready?
Now it's Greer. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now gone. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Johnson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Goff on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The intended receiver there, Allen. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 50.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Greer. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ready, ready. 90 Wolf. 54. I got one.
3rd and 2, Greer. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to... It does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch out.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Again, it's Johnson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
We go, son. Right, ready? Hey, look, 3.
3rd and 2, Goff. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing in a big spot, the rookie Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Check 53. 4 now. 6 man.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Goff off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll run with Lewis. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. The job one to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Greer. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Running, it's Drake. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw